Guys, hi, guys. How are we all doing today, guys? I fudged up, guys. Guys, I fudged up. How's everyone doing? Firstly, I hope we're all doing well. Welcome in. How are things? Secondly, I thought I'd be a little funny and like sort of like, oh, I'll just sit myself next to Grahatia and I'll just sit in front of him so that way when the stream starts, I can just like, you know, I can just talk to him and we can get the MSQ going. And then I walked inside the Crystarium, I walked inside the ocular like building, I talked to the guard outside, and he was like, oh, do you want me to let you in? And I was like, yeah, absolutely. And then a cutscene immediately started playing. Immediately. Anyway, you just missed like the camera like pan in and see like a group of people, and then Becklug said like a single voice line, which you can see on the screen right now. That's what happened. That's what I did. I fudged up. The game's never done that to me before. I feel betrayed, honestly. Completely and utterly, like, stabbed in the back. I was talking to Peachy and VC and I was like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna really quickly get inside this building and then I'll get ready for stream. And then the cutscene started. Anyway, so yeah, that's where we're up to right now. So sorry in advance for any completely ruined immersion and content that you have missed. Aside from that, doing Peachy Alwina, I hope you're all doing well today. Welcome in. Hopefully I didn't miss anyone in chat, except the lurkers. Hi lurkers, how are you? Hope you're doing well. You don't have to answer that question because you're lurking. I get it. You have cuteness to share. Is cuteness sourced by cats? Check the Discord. If this is not a cat, I riot.
Gentlemen, this is
Hi, Retsky,
Democracy Manifest.
How are things? Oh my god, it's a dog. Which is still cute, and I will no longer riot because it's still an animal, and a cat or a dog it doesn't matter to me. So you know, I appreciate it, and it is cute. Where's the riot? My bluff got called. Clearly, my bluff was called. There was no riot. I know, there was no riot. That's your new nick. I mean, I hate to break it to you, that's a dog. Oh, there's a baby there. There is, in fact, the dog is being shown a baby. And I am blind and stupid. Congrats on the niece. Yeah, look, listen, it's been a day, okay? And I'm just gonna... Anyway, let me do my best impersonation of Beck Lug, for those of you who missed the cutscene, which is all of you. Fudge, what does he sound like? I'm sorry, you mean to tell me not only the Return of the Light was your doing?
Did you hail from another world as well?
I did a really bad job at that, actually. Dogo thinks baby is hers. Baby is hers, obviously. Oh. Also, can I just, like, really quick? Disable. Why is my... My main monitor, like, I have a blue light filter program on my computer, and annoyingly, it's active on my main monitor when I don't want it to be. So I'm just gonna, like, restart it. I know, it's been like 10 minutes in the stream and I'm having tech issues. Like, okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I know. Okay, I have fixed the issues. Her home and doggo thinks baby is her. I just read that twice. Listen, the baby is the dog's. Pets and babies, that's just what happens, you know? That's the dog's baby now. You can't change it. Anyone online that can check their market boards for chlorish... Yep. Someone help Peachy.
Everything we told you, of the source, the shards, the 7 umbral calamities, all of it is true.
So true.
I realize how fantastical it sounds, and I would not blame you for doubting our testimony.
Oh my god, Peachy. I was gonna ask if Zervin had any.
You must surely have noted the peculiar nature of their souls.
How many did you buy from Zervin?
Any other time, and I would have dismissed your stories as balderdash
How many?
and flummery. But
Five,
upon closer inspection, 'tis plain their souls are far denser than is normal.
Sorry, Arena, what?
They do not possess true bodies.
Sorry, what?
Save you. Your body is your own.
My body is my own.
And your soul is the densest of them all.
You call me stupid.
As I said before, were it not for their heroism...
No, I don't think you shared
would
this.
still be awash with light. The realm yet at the mercy of 4-3 and the Sin Eaters.
I would say that I have no problem with you sharing this information, as questionable as it sounds. But please keep the spoiler characters that I've not met, if on the list at all, not spoken, question mark. Don't mention the characters I haven't met, is what I'm trying to say.
After all they have done for our home, seeing them safely back to their own, it seems the very least we can do.
Dang right. Help me out, buddy. Thank you. But yes, I'm intrigued, cautiously. Cautiously intrigued and concerned. But I guess that's part of the course of Final Fantasy XIV anyway, so
Your
like...
tale is intriguing. Yes, very intriguing indeed. Simply to hear it is fitting payment in itself.
Really? You just want us to tell you story time?
As for your friends, I can but agree. Their valorous deeds on behalf of Norvrant are deserving of recognition, of their own fitting payment.
You will help us then?
I will. I would see my knowledge put to good use for a change.
Yay! I was kind of a little
I do
hesitant
have one condition,
on them.
however.
I didn't know how
I
I'd
am not the
feel.
spry
You know?
young Numo I once was. As such, I will require assistance in my fieldwork and testing.
Valid. Oh,
It would be our pleasure. We'll be laboring for our own benefit after all.
Am I meant to give you permission, Alphino? You don't need my permission. Also, so I'm like, actually, I don't approve of this. Alphino, you're stuck here. You can never go home. You'll just die. See, this is what I expected to happen when I, you know, walked through the door. I thought I'd be here, and I thought I'd be like, oh, look at that, it's Spec Lug. And then I thought I'd talk, and we'd have a nice, like, cutscene, like, right now, and I thought it would be happy, and everything would be good. No. No, it would never. It'd never do that to me. You spun quite a tale, but tell me, have you given any thought as to how you might return to your world? I thought he was going to stay, to be honest. I thought he didn't have a world to return to. What white Orosite, you say? An intriguing proposition, but one which fails to account for the present state of your souls. They have become highly charged, likely as a consequence of having maintained tangible forms for so long. Such an energetic, unstable state, there is no telling what may happen to their souls within the Orosite. They could very well become immutable to transference, never to be restored to their bodies. Then would it be possible to force our souls into a state of dormancy prior to transfer? In theory, yes, but the soul is not a candle to be snuffed out and relit on a whim. That sounds ominous. What would rendering our souls dormant entail? Death. You must come as close to death as you could possibly go. In order to maintain a corporeal form, your souls constantly draw ether from your surroundings. This process must be halted and the resulting surfeit of ether removed. Your minds would ultimately be separated from these faux bodies of yours, rendering you incapable of interacting with the world around you. A cruel fate under normal circumstances, but one which will be rectified upon your return home. Bruh, redacted. Estinian redacted. Ardent redacted. Dad redacted. Oh my... There are so many redacted characters there. Oh my god. Okay, Grahatia, Estinian, Ardbert, Thancred, and Urionje? I don't like how you called them Dadcred and Daddyonje. That's... I don't know how I feel about that one. Listen, you can have your interesting choices, and I will not judge them until I find out who the redacted characters are. And then I will judge. You know Peachy? Betsky, I cannot believe you've done this right now. I can believe it. I believe it. I believe it. I'm not shocked by this message of yours. Now I'm imagining Fudging Urionje actually voice lining that, and I hate it so much. I can hear it in my head. That's very valid, but I just don't like how you called him Daddyonje. Like, I don't like that. Bretsky, no! Oh god, I hate it. Leaving lifeless husks like those poor souls at the inner journey's head corrupted by the sin eaters, their ether made stagnant by the light. My milkshake bringeth all thine young gentlemen to my yacht. I think we can make it even fancier. You know, let's not call it a milkshake. Let's call it a calcium concoction. A calcium concoction, okay? And then instead of yard, I feel like we can make that more old-fashioned too, right? Like we can make that Wait, actually? Oh, I didn't realize this was an actual thing that was said. Okay, well now I can't criticize it because it's a legit thing. Now I just can't. That's, oh my... I kind of want to hear the voice line, but I kind of don't want to ruin my life. That's crazy. Did he do it willingly? Like, was he super eager to, or did he sort of, like, reluctantly say it? Like, I want, what's the vibe here, you know? Okay, I'm opening this up and I'm watching it later, because I am not watching that right now on stream. Oh my god, there's more. There are several lines. There are several lines being said. Corrupted? Stagnant? Might I say these unfortunate individuals? Wait, who? Oh, the Sin Eater people. Right, do you think you might be able to help them? I might or I might not, but I shan't know for sure until I've seen the condition firsthand. I'd be glad to take you to them on the understanding that you won't do anything which might increase their suffering. It was my faith in man I lost, not my compassion. Valid. Here's sound bit for someone. Retsky, where you going with this? Retsky, where you going? Retsky, where you going with this? I see no need for us all to accompany you. Whilst you escort our guests to the inn, I will assist Uyanjay in creating the requisite oversight. No, I know you just changed yours, but like, I wasn't sure if you were like thinking specifically of someone. Which has me concerned. I believe my talents will be better applied to that endeavor as well. Might I leave the three of you to assist Beck Luck as necessary? Let us make for armor ring then. Okay, we're going to armor ring. We're going, guys. So why is my chat gone? Come on now. Back here. Oh, it's Halric! They're still doing okay? Well, okay. Being a very generous explanation. This is Halric, because yes, as a thief balance leans perilously towards the light, towards stasis. What do you suppose will happen to him? Not too bright, are you, boy? That was unnecessary. That was unnecessary. The same as all the poor souls cut about light, he'll become a sin eater. You don't know that. We've defeated the wardens and banished the light from the night sky. Halric was completely unresponsive before, but now... Mumble. Mumble. And perhaps there is yet hope. If I may, there is a treatment I wish to administer to the patients. What sort of treatment? In the course of my studies of the soul, I once created a tonic which could temporarily stimulate the ether in one's body. After some refinement, it came to be used by the Knights of Verbit. Then for far darker purposes. Lest it fall into the wrong hands, I swore never again to make it, but for their sakes, I will break that oath. Guys, they're going to become an Oathbreaker Paladin. It's not like to reverse the stagnation, mind you, but it should offer some measure of relief. Oh, I guess we're just, like, treating them immediately. Stares blankly at you. It seemed the tonic has had no effect. What is this warmth I feel in my chest? Oh my god, they've been treated. I've saved the world. I feel warm in my legs. They don't feel as heavy. Okay, so it seems to work on some people, but not on other people. Will it work on Halric? That's the question. I imagine it might not work on people who are too far gone. Now then, have you noted any change in the patients? A notable rise in body temperature and increased motor function in most of the patients, at least. More severely afflicted, so no response. Yeah, that's what I thought. Unfortunate. As I feared then, 'tis true that with the restoration of night, the corrupting influence of light will no longer grow, and yes, their bodies will naturally return to equally being given time. But this holds true only for their corporeal ether. Their incorporeal ether, that of the soul, is not so easily mended. Which is why those in later stages of corruption like Halric appear unaffected by the tonic. The boy's soul is too far gone, his mind held together by the finest of threads. There is a chance he may one day recover, of course, but it could take years, decades even. Oh, that's so sad! He could wake to find himself an old man! Fine reward for his persistence, the opportunity to mourn the life he never had a chance to live. No, there must be something we can do. Look, I realize this is not why we petitioned your aid, but do you think it possible we can find a way to hasten their recovery? Maybe. Maybe. Nor do I think it impossible that in treating them, we might learn something of relevance to your own predicament. Oh my god, guys, I can have so much food. Or I can ignore it and take the money. Tibby, hello, how are you? Congrats on being fourth. How are things? Infinity, how are you? I hope you're also doing well. Welcome back. I suspect the Crystal Exarch has told you of my past, that I was once a mage of the Royal Court of Verba and that soulcraft was my field of study. The tonic you administered to the patients here is one of the fruits of my labours. I hope to do great things for the kingdom, but in the end my knowledge brought only suffering, a plague the like of which none had ever seen. Just got home. But Tibby, you were in game. You were doing MSQ. Explain yourself. Explain yourself right now. Run down 16:05. Time zones suck. But I hope you get a good sleep when you eventually go to sleep. Words are hard. You got one redacted right. I was gonna ask who, and I was like, wait, the whole reason they're redacted is so I don't get spoiled. That's a dumb question. But welcome home, Tibby, and enjoy your rest. Lynn. English is hard. You might have had an extended lunch break. So if I don't ask any further questions, then that's good, right? Like I shouldn't. I should just accept this, nod my head, and move on and not discuss. Yeah, this is. In the hands of unscrupulous men, what should have been my greatest triumph instead became my greatest shame. Now you have a chance to name
Back by unpopular demand. Me!
Kai, hi, how are you? How are things? What are you up to? Let's return to the task at hand, finding a means by which we might revitalize these people's incorporeal ether. Yeah, okay. Shock horror, actually. Did not see that one coming. That is a complete surprise to me. I hope you are winning. Are you winning, son? I need to stop. I need to stop. Do you think it can be done? I don't think I can stop. You're right, Alphino. Good. I can't do it. Yes. I'm glad. I'm glad you're winning. That's what matters. I mean, it's not about the destination. It's about the journey. But you may as well have a good destination on top of that. Like, you know what I mean? Just saying. It's not about the destination. It's about the journey. But the destination better be good. Right? Anyway. The sky still blazes with primordial light. I would call it an exercise in futility, but now we may have a chance. The method I have in mind will entail the conjuring of a familiar. They're able to amplify the energies poured into them, making them the perfect conduit for the ether revitalizing magic will ultimately employ. They only got 2 redacted wrong. That's pretty impressive, Peachy. That's pretty impressive. Having said that, I have no idea how many characters actually exist that I haven't met yet. There could be 400 new characters, and you could have like guessed like 6 out of 8 of them, and that'd be so impressive. But if there are only 8 characters, and you've only guessed 6 of them and got the other 2 wrong somehow, then that's less impressive. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it depends how many other characters there are and how impressive it is. You know. But that's still pretty good. That's still pretty good. If you're about to launch into a lengthy explanation of the metaphysics of your plan, don't bother. I'd rather get on with doing whatever it is that needs to be done. You're curious now? So am I, but I can't be spoiled, so I'll just never know. I'll never ever know. Until I meet the character now and it goes, look, it's one of the redacted, and then I'll know. But I feel like by the time I get there, we'll have all forgotten. Because it will be like 2 years. I admire your spirit. Very well, your first task will be to gather the necessary materials. The purest of waters and the finest of clays, as well as a fey lantern brimming with pixie magic. If you're convinced the resulting familiar could help the patients, fine. Alphino, the water and clay will be simple enough, but I think you know what we'll have to do to get the lantern. You don't mean... Pixies took quite a liking to us before. If we're human and without company, I'm sure they'll be willing to help us. They have to go back and deal with the pixies? I could literally just ask the... Oh no. I've forgotten our pixie friend's name. Theo Ul? I could literally ask Fairul to help us, and we'd be fine. But no, instead we're just gonna let Alphino and Alize just play with the pixies to their suffering, essentially. They're gonna suffer for a little bit. Fine, we'll pay a visit to Ilmeg, though I never thought you would be the one to suggest going back there. I'm impressed you've been in it at all, let alone befriended the Fae folk. While you're about, seek out the Nemo of Plaeni. They will be able to supply you with water suitable for our needs. That's crazy. There still remains some out of the clay. Might it prevail upon you to find it? Oh, just like dig into some random patch of dirt. No! Peachy. Not the craft. Play from Armorang would likely be best. Know you of anyone who might be able to assist us? Yeah, I'll ask the miners. They can probably get clay because they mine a lot. Sorry, I got distracted. Anyway, sorry, moving on. Peachy! I look away for like 5 seconds because I have to respond to like a message, and then I look back and you say that in my chat. I cannot believe you right now. I'm just looking for clay. There's nothing wrong with asking people for clay. Maybe the kids play with a lot of clay, Peachy. What's wrong with asking them where they store the clay that they play with? Like, what's the problem, Peachy? Anyway, no, we're not asking the miners for clay. We're asking the miners for clay. Okay, there's a big difference. You horrible, horrible person. This music is so nice and relaxing, honestly. Like, it's not my favorite, but I like how relaxing it is. Especially for an area that is literally staring at the fudging, the light? The wall of light? I don't really, what's that called? Is there a name for that massive wall of light? Where's Westy? I don't know, doing Westy things. Hi, Magnus. Do you have clay for me? And I'm like, what else could it be called, Peachy? It's probably just the wall of light, like. Meanly, well, what a coincidence. You've come at a good time. We've just this moment finished repairing the Talos and trolley you lot took to Nabatha Rain. The trolley was no trouble, but the Talos would have been another matter had we not had a visit from Master Chai. Oh, I can't wait to get to Endwalk then, because for me, I love a lot of Stormblood music, but mostly the Shadowbringers I like more. But it's like a, you know, I can't decide, right? And then if you're saying Endwalker competes with Shadowbringers, I'll get there. I'm so close. I'm so close. The Frozen Flood. I mean, that doesn't sound official, but I mean maybe it is. I guess they did call it the Flood, right? Like the Flood of Light was the whole thing. So maybe that's just called the Flood. The Frozen Flood sounds weird. I mean, if that's what it's called, that's what it's called. It just sounds odd. I don't know. He offered us a fair share of the leftover building materials from the Deadless Stoneworks, as well as a few trade secrets to help us along. Clever man, that Chinoz. He seemed pretty keen on the ideas I had for putting the giant Talos for work. Like a giant trolley, but Magnus still refuses to see all the good we could do with it. Have I cried on stream yet? Okay. I haven't fully started bawling or anything like that, but there have been a few times where I have gotten a little bit sad. But I don't think they've been tears. You know what I mean? Peachy, what? Peachy, Peachy, what's happening with you today, Peachy? What's happening with you today? What's going on? You seem chaotic, more so than usual. You're entitled to your dreams, Joke, but that doesn't mean you can go harassing our guests with them. Master Chai was just being polite. Something tells me Mimely didn't come all this way to hear about trolleys. What is it you need? I need clay. I came all the way here because I want some clay. I can't believe you've done this, Retsky. Oh no, Peachy. That's a bad combination. That's a bad combination. Look no further. If anyone can find you some quality clay, it's us. Saying that, it isn't exactly a commodity nowadays, but there must be some lurking out somewhere or other waiting to be dug up. If I'm not mistaken, there was a time when they used to take clay from Mount Buren mines to make Adobe bricks. That's like when Adobe and Nokia like team up and they make the Adobe brick. You have to pay a subscription, otherwise your brick phone is a brick. I'm not trying to give them any ideas or anything. I'm just saying I could totally see it being a thing. Places swarming with coyotes, but if you're after the good stuff, you can do worse than look there. Oh my god, there's so many things on this map, that's crazy. Anyway, ignoring all of those. Can you pet the dog? Ichi, that's your dog. Oh, hi, Westy. Speak of the Westy and she shall appear. How are you, Westy? I hope you're doing well. Welcome in. No, Tibby! I forgot all about that. I can't believe you've done this. I can't believe you've done this. Yeah, Peachy was literally asking earlier, like, where's Westy when you need her? I don't know why Peachy needed you, Westy, but she did, and now you're here, so congratulations. Yeah, Peachy was like, where is Westy when you need her? And I'm like, I don't know. You can ask Peachy that. Wait, where did you get all but one? Oh, for the... And it was a technicality? Don't tell me, but I'm like trying to think of how something could have been a technicality. And I just can't think of it. So I guess I may or may not find out at some point. No more on this big wall. Oh, wait, never mind. There it is. There better not be another enemy that spawns. Oh, I thought it was in relation to something else, not the joke. Well, that's just disappointing. Twins have returned it in one piece at that. I was convinced the pixies would turn at least one of them to a garden ornament, but no. Yeah, that's what this chat is. I may not be chaotic myself. You guys absolutely are. And you know what? I wouldn't have it any other way. Well, sometimes. You have the clay, I take it. Yeah, I got the clay. There's your clay. Wonderful. We need but combine the clay with the water and heat the mixture with the Fey Lantern. After that, it'll be a simple matter of settling upon the suitable form and performing the necessary incantation. Lug, I have a question. In the event that we have need of this spell and you weren't around, would it be possible for another to perform the incantation? Assuming they possess the requisite skill, yes. I reckon the others have suffered so much, and I just want to do everything in my power to save them. If there's a chance the spell could do that, I would be the one to invoke it. You'd be chaotic good? Chaotic good is such a great alignment, to be honest. Did someone say chaos? Several times, Peachy. Yes. I have seen him. You think I went and may have just forgotten it, left it redacted, so I didn't add him to the list despite thinking he fit. Westy, I'm not a miner. What?
Lizard.
What? Huh? Anyway, Doom, if I have seen him, then it's not a spoiler if you tell me, right? Oh, so you're saying me, Melisa, might. Okay, well, that's also not true, but you know what? Fine. It's whatever. I thought you were calling, like, me, like, physically me, and I was like, no. I reckon the others have suffered so much, and I swear to do everything in my power to say... Oh, I just read that. Maybe you should be the one to do it. Deep understanding of the subject's physical state combined with a strong desire to help them can drastically increase the magic's effect, and you're plainly more familiar with these people than I. Didn't enough of him... Enough for it to not be a spoiler. You missed Gaius. Oh, if you're talking about Gaius / the Shadow Hunter, whatever the fudge, yeah, I know Gaius. I know Gaius. No. It's actually funny, Alwina. When I first saw it, like when Alphino was crossing the burn, and the ship was shot down, and then that mysterious like Shadow Hunter person saved him, like, and you fight with him in combat in that like roleplay section. The moment I saw those X crosses with the gunblade, I was like, is that Gaius? And I fudging like immediately pinned it, and I'm like, that's Gaius. And then when the reveal happened and we found out it was Gaius, I was so happy. I had the biggest grin. I had the biggest grin. Gaius ranks directly above Thancred. Yeah, you know what, valid. That's fair. That's fair. I really liked Gaius' reintroduction, like, so much. I thought it was so well done. I'm very happy with it. I disagree, but, you know, that's fine. That used to be the first place you saw the crosses? Yeah. I think either you or Doom or someone else told me that, like, they added it back in Realm Reborn, but it used to only be first seen in the burn. You got all but run redacted simply because it was Gaius, you knew the redacted was supposed to be spoilers. Right, so you didn't even bother guessing Gaius because you thought it wasn't a spoiler, because so it could have been mentioned, but then it wasn't, so you thought Gaius wasn't included. I get you. I dare say that if you're in all of Northrend, more dedicated to finding a cure. Is that not so, Emily? She's the best woman for the job. Dang, you did better than Peachy. Peachy, how's that make you feel? Music in the Burn is a remix of the Praetorian track. Oh, I would not have been able to recognize that. I'm really bad with recognizing like remixes of songs and stuff, especially if I haven't heard them too often. And I've done the extra set of Shadowbringers trials yet. I've only done the stuff from 5.0. The Eden raids I've done the first set. What have I? Let me look at the list. I'll say what I've done. There's a list, guys. There is a list. I have done the Crystarium and the Tempest 2 optional dungeons. The first set of the Crystarium raids. I've done one of the role quests after like completing all of them. I did the initial like role quest part. I haven't done any of the I haven't done any trials outside of the main story. I give it my all for Halric for Tesleen. Then we have a mind of the matter. Alzay should be the one to conjure the familiar. I was on 2.5. Yeah, then I won't be doing them for a bit. I want to do patch 5.1 first, and then 5.2. What the hell? What, Peachy?
Let us begin. I trust you've prepared the clay?
Yep. Guys, how much preparing can you actually do with clay? Like, you didn't prepare that at all.
Very good.
You rolled it up into a fudging like kind of a ball. You lumped it together and called it a day. That's all you did. Sculpt a what is a porksy?
Plump with floppy ears and a
She's trying her best. That looks like she didn't try at all. I'm just saying, Tibby. I'm just saying. Like.
A porksy. I think I know what you mean.
I don't. I've seen one. I fudging don't have a clue. I guess I'll find out when Alizé molds the thing. I didn't realize Alizé was so talented as a sculptor.
There we are. How's that?
What the fudge am I looking at? What the fudge am I looking at? I fought them yesterday. I don't know. I don't remember fighting that yesterday. I don't remember fighting anything like it. Blue Alizé's having a good time.
Yes, I'm no artist. Very funny.
Wait, like bacon bits?
Pay him no mind, child.
Scion, how are you? Hope you're doing well. Yeah, Alphina's
Parody of
dead.
reality, it is
Once we're
what
done
the
here,
invoker
he's gone.
believes
He's
that
out of here.
matters.
Though it may look like a grotesque parody, it's what the Invoker believes that matters. So Alizé believes that looks good, does she? Does she?
You're not helping.
Well, hello there. No, sorry, that's an Obi-Wan quote. That's a...
But I speak the truth. If successful, this incantation will turn imagination into reality.
I would love to see that messed up thing actually turn into something that looks actually goofy. Like, imagine it doesn't form a perfect Porksy. It just straight up gets this amalgamated, like, horror. Thanks of having 2 monitors. We love 2 monitors.
Which is why the only thing of import is what you believe this figure embodies. You must focus. Hold the Porksy's image steady in your mind's eye.
You two in another Twitch stream.
Now,
Nice.
as I taught you,
Love that.
relax and allow your energies
Are
to
they also
flow.
doing, like, going through the main story for the first time, or are they, like, actually finished and doing endgame stuff? I think I've even heard of them before. That name is familiar.
With flesh of clay I bid thee rise, on wings of dreams to touch the skies. What once was idle fantasy, I call forth to reality.
I cannot wait to see how this looks. Oh, it actually looks like one properly. That's a shame. Wait, Dawn Trail. Yeah, I just opened the tab and I was like, I do recognize that because I was browsing streams today and saw her in the list, but I was like, she's in Dawn Trail. I can't watch that. Yo, that's exactly what I mean. Like, I was literally browsing for Final Fantasy streams to watch earlier and saw her and I was like, Dawn Trail. Which is a shame. Because I want to watch more Final Fantasy streamers. It's just everyone is ahead of me. Yeah. One day I'll be able to visit other streamers. One day. Hi, Halric. We're gonna help you, probably. That sounded really creepy. I didn't mean for it to sound that creepy. Infinite struggles? Yeah. That sucks.
Through the operation of the magics you invoked to
Did you?
animate this familiar, it is now replete with the energies required to stir the boy's soul.
What did you say earlier? You said a lot of things, Peachy. Is this about the miners thing? Because again, I'm just trying to help.
You need but give it
Oh,
a name,
100%
and
no
it will
rush.
do as
I
you
am not in any
please.
rush at all. I am enjoying my time and I am taking my time and it is so good. You can't ask... Why can't you ask miners for clay? I don't understand what's wrong with asking people for clay. Like, what, you think I should ask them for Play-Doh instead? What? You saying miners can't do clay work? They can't do pottery? Are they too young for pottery, Peachy? Is that are you discriminating against them? Because they don't know how to bake clay? They have to play with Play-Doh because they're 3 years old, Peachy? Shaking my head, I thought you were better than this. How do I enjoy him at Silk? Such a good character. I hated him at first. Grew to really like his character and his writing. And the ending... Oh. And then oh my god, the whole lore drop on who the Ashians once were and that they had their home basically taken from them and all they want is to bring back their paradise. And then you like experience a bit of that in the final like MSQ like quests before you kill him, and it was brilliant writing. It was so good. I loved it. Well, I didn't love him at first. I hated him from the get-go. I hated him from the start. But then I grew to appreciate him and understand him because of where he'd come from and his experiences. I wouldn't say I'd relate to him, but I had empathy, you know? I had empathy for him. Call him Bacon Bits. Do it.
All right, I've decided. Now.
Reread the sentence. You go from loving to hate him to actually loving him. That's what I was saying. I didn't start off loving him, though. I started off hating him. Oh, as in, like, loving to hate. You go from loving to hate him. Like, as in, I love to hate this thing. Okay. That wasn't me reading it properly. That was me being stupid and misunderstanding. I get it. It's okay. You get a giant conspiracy board to write down everything. This expansion and Endwalker, huge lore dumps. Okay. So here's the thing. I actually do have a whiteboard next to me, but I've got the green screen thing set up and I can't exactly show it, and it's also hanging on the wall. But if I've done my fair bit of theory crafting and tinfoil hatting on stream. I have several times explained my theories. There were a few of my favorites are me picking that fudging Garlean emissary would like do a primal summoning with like I pinned that there were crystals in those storage crates before it was revealed to us, and I went, he's hiding crystals in those, he's gonna summon a primal, he's gonna blame the peace treaty going poorly on us, and he's gonna ruin it. I love that. That's not so much a conspiracy theory, that was just me being really good at guessing. My other favorite is the Exarch Hoshaphat. That's my favorite conspiracy theory of them all. The Exarch Hoshaphat. What are some other ones I did? Oh yeah, the meal. I guess that everyone, all the refugees going into Yulmore were being eaten. I said that they were all cannibals and that's why they don't come back. I was kind of half right because they turned into Sin Eaters and then turned into food, but I didn't pick up on that bit. I just thought that the people would just turn straight into the food. My point is, I will say all the conspiracy theories I can name. I'll say them all. I love them. He's such a drama queen in the end of Stormblood and early Shadowbringers. Yeah, but he's so good. He's such a good character. Such a drama queen. Yeah, the vet called Pika the other day. The vet called Pika a tap dancing drama queen. No, a tap dancing menace and a drama queen. So we love that for Pika. We love that for him. Yeah, the meal being like that. Yeah, that was. I love a lot of the different like theories I can craft with this game right now. It's so much fun. He really was. He was so well done. It's really. I don't want to say it's like really hard to make a good villain. It's not hard to make a good villain. I mean, it's a little difficult. I mean, making a good villain takes practice, right? But making a good villain who people can actually like empathize or sympathize with and actually love, and not just love as a character, like, oh, I really hate him, but he was written well, but like he was a lovable villain, not by our characters, but by the fans, and that is hard to do. To have a character who is absolutely like fully villainous in a game, in lore, in the world, in the story, and yet be lovable outside of that. That's impressive. Anyway, call him Bacon Bits.
Go, Angelo!
Boo! Where is Bacon Bits? I prefer Bacon Bits. I prefer the pet. I prefer the minion. I don't know what that means to me, but you know what? That's okay. Sniffer? Shaking my head, Peachy. I'm not meant to. I know I'm not. I know I'm not. I know I'm not. Do you speaketh?
Mother.
They may be returning to us. They're crying. Oh, I know their mom's dead then. He said his first word! At the age of 12, his first word is mother. She's also dead, Kavretsky. I mean, look, I can't speak. I did the same thing. Mama. How is he? Did it work? Yeah. I believe it did. You and your fledgling familiar have done well. If my eyes do not deceive, a hint of color has returned to his soul. I would jump for joy if I weren't so exhausted. We're so close now, Howrick. He still doesn't look like he's doing anything, to be honest. Petsky. As you are even now in the process of discovering this magic, ask much of the invoker. What you may not have realized is that the same is also true of the subject. As such, we must proceed with caution. However, with further treatment, I have the utmost confidence the boy will make a full recovery. Observing the reanimation of his stagnant soul has been the most enlightening. I will need time to put my theories to the proof, but I believe I can fashion a spell to produce the opposite effect, that is, to induce stagnation. Thus enabling our safe transport back to the source via Orside. A thought occurred to me about this treatment. Becklug said when the soul is rendered dormant, the mind is separated from the body, that a person becomes incapable of interacting with the world around them. Does that not sound a lot like some of the tempered back in the source? Oh my god. Not really. Sorry, Alize, you're actually stupid. Is the fate of most tempered to become slaves of Prime or save a handful of cases, or am I missing something? If I can master this technique, the art of revitalizing the soul, I know of at least one in the source who could desperately use such treatment. Boo. Jabu. That little kobold boy. Exactly, his condition is uncannily similar to Harrick's, is it not? The only difference being his soul is suffused with the earth aspect of ether instead of light. It follows that if his soul is subject to a similar kind of stagnation, there may be a chance we can save him, right? Forgive me, but who is this Gabu fellow of whom you speak? He's just a little kobold guy. I see, his condition does sound similar, yet there's much more about the soul that remains unknown even to me. I say this not to discourage you, you understand, but to remind you this is a delicate work we do here, work requiring patience. Of course, and as long as there's hope for the patients here, I'll devote whatever time is needed to see this through, but I refuse to spend that time in idleness. If it's all the same to you, I'd like to stay here with Angela and continue with their treatment. The two of you should return to the Crystarium with Becklog and see if you can't make some headway with their newly posited theories. I'll tell you the rest first, but I see you're not to be convinced. Ah, the fire of youth. I'm so old I can barely walk. The youth have too much energy these days. Finally I found you, Whomst. Oh, it's you! Kaishia, what are you doing all the way out here? There's trouble back in Yulmore. Lady Chai's beside herself, sighing, pacing the whole lot. Near enough begged me to go find you. Lady Chai sighing and pacing? That's not like her. That's not like her. I take it I'll be turned to the Crystarium alone. Go on then. It's not as if I have anything for you to do. Oh no, guys. How much trouble are we in? She says the future of Yulmore's at stake. Of course she does. Bum, 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 bum. Oh my goodness. Hey, Peachy. That's rude. It's to adopt Howrick? No. 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 Lady Chai's up in the parlor. Best not keep her waiting, eh? So, you can breathe in. Can you, like, sneeze out? Is there an out option, Peachy, or is it just an in option? Where's its crown? Wow, Peachy doesn't have the one with a crown? That's a disappointment, to be honest. Doesn't have one. That's a disappointment. Disappointment, Peachy, I don't know what to tell you. Make a good mama. I mean, I agree with that. Ika, you okay? I'll check up on him in a few. See, now this is really confusing because my map is telling me Peachy is here, but this is some random person. That's not a Peachy. Magios, hello, how are you? Hope you're doing well. Welcome in. Not here seems to be out of the ordinary, so I do not see Lady Chai anywhere. Probably pacing around outside again, staring off to the distance and all that. Sighing. See if we can find her in Discord that's also with distress. You weren't there on my screen, Peachy. Just the other side. No, I was looking at didn't see you. Running away from work? Oof. Don't run away from work. That's a bad idea. Don't do that. Don't do that. That's irresponsible or something, probably. 25 million. I couldn't remember the cost of it. I do not have that kind of money. I'm gonna start the ad break early. It's in 3 minutes, but I'm gonna start it early because Pika's making a lot of noise in his cage and I want to check in on him and make sure he's okay. So I'll be back in a couple of minutes. In the meantime, you guys watch Julia Chai, and I'll see you in a bit. Enjoy the yeah. Okay, I'm back, chat. PG, no, I actually really love that PG just randomly like sets up polls, like for no reason. I don't know, I kind of like it. Anyway, Magios, hi, properly this time, rather than like really quickly before an ad break. I hope you're doing well. Lizard!
Once I complete all these minigames, you'll never have to hear this music ever again. Like, literally never again.
Lizard.
Lizard! How you doing, Turbo? I hope you're doing well. Thank you so much for the sub. I appreciate it. Lizard! There you go. There it is. 4 months is insane. Like, I know it's not a lot of months, but like, I swear that like, you haven't been subbed for 4 months, and then I see that, I'm like, oh, it's been 4 months? I appreciate it. You still don't have an Look, Maggie, I don't know what to tell you. But like, I actually don't know what to tell you. I don't know why you're not getting ads. I have no idea. No chatting tonight. Sure thing, Turbo. I hope you have a good rest of your night. I hope you're doing well. Thank you for dropping by and for the sub. I'm actually gonna really quickly, and by really quickly, I mean for the rest of the stream, I'm gonna turn camera off, chat, because I think Pika's a little bit agitated, and it's quite bright in my room with the camera on, and I think the light's getting through his little cover on his cage. So I think I'm gonna turn off the camera for the stream, and hope that Pika, you know, like, actually gets some sleep, because he's being a little antsy. So hopefully this will help. I just want to let you guys know that there'll be no camera for the rest of the stream. Can we make Pika big as a replacement? No. The replacement. Let me work on the replacement. Don't worry. I have a replacement.
Lizard. Trust
me, guys. Trust. Okay. Now, if I... This is your replacement. You got a mini fudge version of me. That's the best I can do. Yeah, we're silly goosing. I'm a P&D tuber for the night, guys. That's the this is your alternative. So Pika can hopefully get some sleep. Use ad block when you get ads on other streams. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't know why mine doesn't. So anyway, we back. Pika's still chirping. He should be sleeping. Hold on. I'm gonna really quickly just like tell him to go to fudge to sleep again. So we'll see how that works. No, Pika. Okay, I said like nah to him like 5 times, so hopefully that made a difference. That doesn't sound like it has because he's still moving around. Look, we'll see. Why does she seem so happy? Oh, because Alpha.
Oh, thank heavens you're here.
Thank heavens.
Lady Chai, whatever is the matter?
I knew not where else to turn.
I'm not invisible. I'm right here.
This is all too much for my poor heart to bear alone.
Alone? What of Master Chai?
Uh-oh. This is probably not good.
That is the very reason I summoned you. He's gone.
Wasn't he literally doing work for someone else in the mines with the Talos and stuff?
What? What happened?
It all began after the events at Mount Gulg.
Hold on, guys. Okay, I just heard him making noises. I think he's just eating. I'm just a little concerned about him tonight.
With Lord Vorthry out of the way, we all agreed that a new leader must be chosen.
And so you held an election?
Yes, well, sort of. Not a single person volunteered to stand, you see.
Of course not. Why would they? Why would they volunteer to stand? That would be silly.
After a lifetime of leisure, we free citizens have grown somewhat indolent. Readapting to the harsh realities of life is trying enough, but to take charge of a broken city as well? No one wanted such responsibility.
Okay.
Nevertheless, Yulmore could not well do without a leader, and so we decided that anyone and everyone should be considered a candidate.
Oh my god, they just volunteered someone anyway.
Cast our ballots and tallied the votes.
The mayorship fell upon my dear husband.
That's so funny. He basically got told to, like, volunteer. He was like, that's it. Everyone, we voted for one person, whether you like it or not, too bad you're leading this city.
Well, given the manner in which he orchestrated the construction of the giant Talos, none could deny his leadership qualities.
But even before then, he had proven himself at Daedalus Stoneworks, don't forget.
Yeah, that's the word,
He's
voluntold.
more than qualified for the role. The perfect choice. Indeed. I told him as much when his victory was first announced.
Wait, did he run away after the victory?
But perhaps I was too forceful in my attempt to
Oh
encourage him.
no.
For shortly after that, he vanished without a word.
This is so sad. I don't know what that means though, Peachy.
You believe he was so daunted by the burden of leadership that he felt compelled to flee? Please, Lady Chai, dry your eyes.
I've been to the beehive. I have no clue what you're talking about.
Your husband does not strike me as the sort of man who would abandon his duty.
The
much
club
less
in
his
Yulmore?
beloved
No,
wife.
I don't know.
There has to be some other reason for
Oh.
his absence.
Oh, I know. Oh, I know.
You truly
To be
think
what?
so?
To be what? To be what?
What about you? What do you think has become of my husband?
If there is not an answer here where I say he's no longer on this earth. Sorry, but I think he's fled. It would have been funny if it'd be like, actually, I think he died.
And there you have it, Lady Chai. You needn't worry. Master Chai loves you more than all the world, and he will return. Wherever
Nod,
he may
nod.
have gone, rest assured we will find him.
Uh-oh. Oh, I thought she was gonna
Thank
get like
you,
super
my
hyper
dear
or whatever.
boy. You have set my mind at ease. I will trust in my husband and await his return.
Well, that was simple. So glad that we could solve all of the problems at once immediately. Give me the money. Ah, fudge, wrong person. It makes no sense for Master Chai to have left without a word, but even if he had, he would not have done so unobserved. Someone will have seen something, I'm sure of it. We should split up and inquire as to whether anyone saw him leave, or failing that, if we have any idea where he might have gone. I'll meet you at the Glory Gate to compare notes later on. Oh my god. This character looks like an actual player character who does not understand fashion and how to like make a glamour. You've got like a completely separate like chest piece to the legs to the helmet, and none of them are color coordinated. It's kind of funny because it's just some random NPC that looks nothing like anyone else here. I love it, but I don't get it, you know? Nah, TV, that one's special, like. I spoke with him recently, so I recall he was in a dour mood, concerned about Yulmore's neglect of industry, you see. With Lord Vorthry's apparently inexhaustible stores of meal, and no great need for money, it's little wonder our businesses were all but forgotten under his rule. Though I assured Master Chai the boutique of Splendors will do all it can to contribute to the revival of trade in Yulmore, which seemed to satisfy him. He took his leave soon after. Cool. I guess I go down to the buttress. Two locations here. Wait, what is this? Yet another striking opportunity. Is that the is that for one of the extremes or something? Should I just pick it up? in Sky Sea. Yes, that does. I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means. I recall a man fitting that description. Asked to speak with the poor guys lately come from the right. Said he wanted to know the state of things down the derelicts. You can be sure we gave him an earful. Lack of food, medicine, clothing, there was plenty to tell. We hunt high and low for whatever we can scavenge, and it's barely enough to fill our bellies. But folk don't want to survive; they want to thrive. When he heard that, he started mumbling to himself. Something about finding us work, I think. Fair play to him though. Not content with having his ear chewed about the derelicts, he asked about the other settlements and all. After that, I can't really say. It looked like it was headed to Gate Town. DPS test to make sure you're ready for certain content. Which patch did it come out in? Is it something I grab now, or do I grab it in another patch? Grab for each expansion? Five point, but there's no story behind it. Okay, cool. Looking for Master Chai, is something amiss? When I last saw him, he seemed ready to collapse from exhaustion. I insisted he rest and catch his breath, and we talked for a while about his concerns over the city's defenses, among other things. He made more than a few valid points. Many of our ministers were recovering after your confrontation with Lord Vorthy, and after finding General Ranjit in the heap at the middle of the plaza shook us all to the core. The man commanded no small amount of loyalty, and some of our longest-serving soldiers seemed lost without him. A number of them left. Not that we blame you. Without you and yours, would be blind to the error of our ways. Funding permitted, I propose replenishing our ranks with volunteers from the derelicts in Gate Town. We have a duty to protect not only Yulmore, but the surrounding regions of Kalisha as well, and I, for one, would certainly welcome any man or woman willing to take out arms for that cause. He headed outside. He's falling off the roof? Eh? Huh? What? Ah. Okay, that sounds interesting. Ain't you the lassie brought back the night, the way of darkness was... Yeah, blah, blah, blah. Oh, I'll come back and have a look. Looking at stuff that used to get layabouts like me ready to take the field. Of course, there's plenty of military men taking part. You're welcome to participate if so inclined. You don't have DPS meters to know if you're good enough. Yeah, no, I get you. I get you. There's a dude dangling off the roof, Peachy says. I think Peachy's full of it. Oh shit, there's a guy dangling off the roof. He's a burglar? My dude, don't burgle. Dude's literally trying to rob a fudging house. Dude's literally trying to rob a house. Can I leave him there? No, I want to attack him. Yeah, what have they got to steal exactly? There's nothing to take. Fair, have you learned anything which might offer clues to Master Chai's whereabouts? Yeah, I have like these scraps of paper that I apparently was writing on. Apparently paid a visit to the Queen Bee. Oh my god, he's at the beehive! Discussed the possibility of granting admission to customers from outside Yulmore, an idea to which a proprietor was surprisingly receptive. Good big plans for this place. Yulmore, I mean. Perhaps, but the question remains, where did he go after leaving the city? Oh my god, guys, there's some cake and stuff? That's crazy. All we know is certain is Master Chai is showing great concern not only for Yulmore but surrounding settlements. It seemed logical that having consulted those within the walls, he would wish to do the same to those without. Okay, yeah, let's go make inquiries elsewhere. But they were talking about the guy upstairs. He's hanging from the rail. There's a guy upstairs hanging from the rail? I've missed so much. Oh, hey. Oh, hi there. Oh, hi there. Thanks for joining in. I mean, old training? Excellent. Truth be told, interest is less than enthusiastic. We're struggling. La 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 la. Blah 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 blah. What's happening? Of Call for tomorrow. Was peachy, okay. That's crazy. I love that. You now have access to the lawns, an expansion of Stone Sky Sea. Training ground can be accessed by... I love how it says an expansion of Stone Sky Sea. I've never seen any Stone Sky Sea before, ever. I have no idea what this means. As long as this guy's in the restoration area, there's probably one for Stormblood 2. Sultan. Fight. You not meet the requirements, party solo. Man, it's unfortunate, Peachy. Okay, let's do a little bit of... Oh. So if I do this one, for instance, this is just gonna test... I just want to have a little look-see how it works, you know? You can just fly there. Oh, it takes us here? You're saying it's a DPS check or something? Oh, I have 3 minutes. I understand. Oh, I don't know if I'm gonna beat this in 3 minutes. I have, like, not that many attacks. Okay, we gotta bring in presence of mind. We gotta, like, really go all out, you know? I don't think I have any damage increasing abilities or anything with this. Oh, wait. No, see, if I could... Yeah. Can't say you've ever done it as a healer. I mean, I might manage. I'm on pace. That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm on pace. I could totally do it. Supposed to simulate the DPS on Savage? No, I do get that. I'm about to hit halfway. Oh, it's going to be very close. Maybe if I Presence of Mind earlier. I could still do it. The problem is, like, I could 3 Afflatus Solaces for 1 Afflatus Misery. I don't think that's going to be a gain. That's my issue. I don't think I'd gain on that. This is the dumbest thing. I'm just standing here spamming the same button. Is it a game of lady? Is it? Well, see, because the problem is it costs 4 global cooldowns to get in the Afflatus Misery. Because it's the 3 for the Afflatus Solace, plus the Afflatus Misery itself. Whereas Glare is 290, right? And if Glare is 290... Oh, fudge. That was an accident. If Glare is 290, then I don't think 4 is... Yeah, it's DPS neutral. I was gonna say, I don't think it's a gain at all. Oh, guys, it's getting close. 10% in 20 seconds. That's why I'm saying Blood Lily is not better, though, because, again, I have to do 3 Afflatus Solaces plus the actual cast, as opposed to just doing 4 Glares. Three seconds, come on. Did I do it? I did it! On the dot! If I made a single mistake, I was gone. Holy shoot. Oh my goodness. I did it. I did it! That's crazy. Is that that's not okay, that's not marked up as completed. Yeah. I'm not doing these other ones, to be honest. We'll just accept that I am just a fantastic DPS healer and go from there, you know? They have no markers at all? Yeah. That's a little annoying, to say the least. I feel like there are a lot of NPCs in this game which could do with at least some markers. Like a marker of any sort. But I guess I don't want to clutter the map for things that are going to stay permanently, but at the same time it's like, no. Like, you got shops, you have fudging Skywatcher markers on the map. Like, who even uses the Skywatcher? You know, like, you know what I mean? Hold that. Fishes? Fishes. The big boat leaves today. I don't know what that means. No, the name doesn't ring any bells, but there was a rather dapper-looking Mistil gentleman here not long ago. He wanted to talk about relations between Wright and Gilmore, or rather the lack of them. We lost a great many people to their promises of Meon and the chance of a lavish life among the free, and Voltho thought to take even more from us, contributing a few able-bodied men we had left to guard his paradise. Ah, the summer party boat. Gotcha. Oh, also Peachy, I'm so sorry. I forgot to invite you back. That was so mean. Same brain, Peachy, same brain. Party's over? Yeah, party's over, Scrubs. Go home. Party's over, go home. Everyone get the fudge out. We've had our fun. So I'll be in bed sleeping by then, PG. Surprisingly enough. Rashir and I gleaned much the same. He seemed determined to salvage what goodwill might yet remain among the settlements of Kalisha, the only likely place he has left to go being Amity. What's my blood lily damage? So that's 1240. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna calculate, okay? We're gonna do some calculations. 290 times 4 is 1,160. 1240. Actually, a Fly's Misery is very, very barely a gain. It's barely a gain right now. A Fly's Misery is a gain on 1. That's kind of annoying, though. Surely that upgrades at some point, right? Surely it upgrades at some point. Calculators could be classed as a third party. Oh wow, God forbid I use a calculator to work out. If I cast 4 glares in a row. Oh no, wait, I was looking at. Wait, what? Hold on, wait, no, sorry. Right, it's because it's not glare 3 at level 80, it's glare 2 at level 80. Glare 2, so it's glare at level 80, that's why. At level 80, when I'm synced to 80, it's not a gain. Whereas right now, because I'm synced to, I'm 82, it's not a gain. That's why I was getting confused, because I swear I looked at this beforehand and went, 310 times 4 is 1240. This is 1240. It's still neutral? That's wild. Guys, that's wild. Right, 94. Plus misery. Okay, 340 times 4 is 1360. It's neutral. It's actually DPS neutral. Anyway, you could do the quest in this character to get the glam. I have no idea what you're talking about, to be, I'm gonna be honest. Do it for the glam. Do it for the glam, obviously. Anyway, yeah, God forbid I get my fudging calculator out and actually just do some math, because that's illegal. Yeah, well, that's exactly it. If you're using your lilies for healing anyway, it's like a passive type thing. But considering it's DPS neutral, I thought it was a DPS loss. Considering it's DPS neutral, I might want to be more active about actually using my lilies if they're maxed out, just so that way I can regenerate more of these lilies and also get myself closer to a blood lily. You know what I mean? So rather than wasting like the fact that no more lilies are generating, if I'm at 3, I should look to heal someone if possible, use a GCD on that, so that way I can build towards my blood lily and still keep generating more lilies for later. That would be the smart play, TM. Yeah, healing tide is better. No, I know that. I just meant, like, I thought it was actually a DPS loss anyway, and not only is it a DPS loss, but I'm using global cooldowns to waste lilies I could be using for other things. But now that I know that's not even a concern, it's fine. We might ask you the same, Master Chai. I've been looking all over for you. Yeah, I'm not at the stage where I'm looking at how to time my fudging 2-minute rotations as a goddamn healer right now. Like, I'm barely timing my 2-minute rotations on a fudging DPS. Like, the best typo you've seen in your life? Wait, what typo? Looking for me? Whatever for? You put it in memes? Well, PG, no one's checking memes, okay? Because I'm streaming right now, shaking my head at you. Oh, I've seen that before. Yeah, exactly, Tibby. HI has been nigh inconsolable in your absence. She claims she disappeared without so much as a word and bade us return to her side. I'm sorry, Peach, that was mean of me. I apologize. That was really harsh. Honestly, I'm just stressed right now because Pika's still making noise instead of sleeping. Like, I think he's just eating. But I'm hearing a lot of moving around and not so much eating. You know what I mean? Pika, night-night! Night-night, Pika. What in blazes are you talking about? I left a letter for her in our chambers, though I suppose she could have overlooked it. When she gets an idea into her head, I can only apologize. Dude left a letter for her? No harm done, Master Chai, but since we're here, might I ask what compelled you to come all this way? We were told you've been elected mayor, and from what we have gathered from the nearby villages, you've been inquiring about the people's grievances. Is it safe to assume you mean to take office? Now, let's not jump to conclusions. I did seek to learn about the problems faced by the people of Kalisha, that much is true, but I'm by no means sure I'm the man to solve them. Tackling our main challenges will require resources, and until I've secured them, it would not be right to assume the role of mayor. Dude sounds like he's going to assume the role of mayor. I see, and you believe said resources can be found here? Indeed, the people's grievances are many, but in the course of my inquiries, I've already met with several individuals willing to lend their aid in addressing them. However, there remains one individual crucial to my plans, a man whose counsel might yet make a mayor of me. With respect, such forethought is, in itself, proof of his suitability. Guys, I'm not speaking. The city needs you, Master Chai, and I'm certain this man of whom you speak, whoever he may be, will reach the same conclusion. What little is worth will vouch for you should he require us. We believe in you, Master Chai. You were a little grumpy when I first met you, and I didn't really like you, but you know what? You're alright. You're alright. As long as I can remember, all I've ever wanted was to make it into your world. That dream's gone now. Burst like a bubble, or boil more like. Outside of repaying Master Alphanite, I haven't had a clue what to do with myself. Spent most of my days in a daze, you know. You've been running up and down trying to find a way to fix this mess for everyone. I reckon you can do it. You got this lot up... Chat, I'm struggling to read right now. You got this lot up Mount Gulg, didn't you? How hard could marrying be? You're gonna steal your more to a better future, I know it. And I want to help, properly help. Do something that makes a difference. I don't know what it is yet, but I'll work it out on the way. If you'll let me come with you, that is. You give me entirely too much credit, a lot of you, but I can't deny it gives me heart. Come then, let us press on together. Nod, nod, nod. Yulmore needs more than a man with good intentions, which is why I'm here, to find one with the experience needed to see the city thrive. But yeah, who could he be talking about? It's someone I've met. Rendon is his name. I'd scarcely begun to explain myself when he decided his time was better spent elsewhere. He served as chief advisor to Vorth's father when he was in office. If Ranjit was the mayor's right hand, one might say Rendon was the left. Between them, they kept Yulmore on the road for prosperity. The city needs more than a mere man of business, which is why I must find him. He probably feels guilty for his part in it. Start with Tristal. Let's talk to Tristal, guys. Sorry, give me a second. I'm gonna check on Pika again.
lizard.
Honestly, guys, I'm a little bit concerned. I don't know if I'll stream for too much longer, just because I don't know if me speaking is agitating him or keeping him awake or anything like that, and I don't want to keep him up if it's me speaking and stuff, and I don't know, if he doesn't quiet down in the next like 5 or so minutes, then I might just call it a stream just so that way I can keep an eye on him properly and make sure he's okay and not like make a lot of noise, if that makes sense. Hopefully he'll be fine. I think he's just a little out of it today because of the anesthetic and the tests and all that sort of stuff he went through, and he's still in a bit of pain. But we'll see. Greetings, friend, and to you too, Master Chai. I presume you're here to ask after Rendon? I couldn't help overhearing your earlier exchange. With Vothri gone, you're more wants for a leader. Should no one rise to challenge, the city could very well collapse. I came here seeking Rendon's counsel in the hope that we could build a better Yulmore together, and that is still my wish. But given how abominably you were mistreated there, I quite understand if you choose not to help. Worry not, I bear no grudge against you or the people of Yulmore, and I would not see you suffer for Vorthri's villainy. Yeah, I mean, he was put under and he was put on anesthetic and stuff, so he would have been okay. And like when I picked him up, he was all chirpy and very happy and stuff. So I don't think he was particularly scarred for Nielsen. I just think he's just been a bit out of it recently because he's just not doing well, you know. But I wasn't there, so I don't know what happened or how it works. But you know, that's what the anesthetic's for. The painkillers and the whatever else he needs, the poor thing. As you know that gathered from your meeting earlier, Rendon could be rather uncompromising. He has his principles, you see, and little patience for anyone he deems less committed to their own. Your desire to right the wrongs of your past, of Yulmore's past, is quite admirable, but I fear the guilt you bear on the city's behalf works against you. You can see it in your eyes and the way you carry yourself. It goes without saying he sees it as well. You must let those feelings go, Master Chai. Be more assertive, commit to this course, and prove him Yulmore has the resolve to change. I believe he was heading towards Pit 8 when he left. If you plan to go speak with him, I suggest you be firm and clear in your intentions. Pit 8 sounds like it's a dungeon. I don't know why I hear that and I'm like, that sounds like a duty. There's literally a fudging part in the map that says Pit 8. Hi, Rendon.
Well, it's you again.
I'm gonna be honest, guys, he doesn't look familiar to me at all.
Well, I see you've invited your friends. Need them to fight your battles for you, do you?
I didn't invite them, as it happens. Though they are indeed my friends.
Oh, we're not meant to know him.
Only mine.
Chai does.
But every true Yulmorans. They are the ones who awakened us to the truth, to Lord Vorthri's villainy. The famous warriors of darkness.
Are they now?
Yeah, I am.
Yes, they are. It would be no exaggeration to call them our saviors. We owe much and more to their kindness, but we cannot depend on that kindness forever. To do so would be a little different from entrusting our affairs to Lord Vorthri. Nay, we must learn to stand on our own 2 feet. And I would have them present to witness my attempt.
Oh my god, guys, we're gonna be witnesses? That's crazy. Where do we sign?
Here, Master Chai.
Your sentiments are admirable. Yet admirable sentiments do not a nation make.
Also, why is this guy talking with a constant smirk? It's a little off-putting.
In my capacity as advisor, I once strove to build a better Yulmore. Gave honest counsel to my superiors, drafted laws for the benefit of one and all. But in time, my values fell out of favor. There was no need for them in this paradise Vorthri was creating. and so I left my homeland behind. But you, Chai News, you were content to wallow in indolence under Vorthry's auspices. And so I cannot help but ask myself what manner of nation you intend to build.
He was getting called out.
I can offer no simple answer to that question. But this much I will say.
Go
It is
on.
my hope that Yulmore can become a nation which her citizens might freely choose to build together.
He literally said, I don't know, but I hope
Great
everyone
many people,
helps, lol.
myself included, flocked to Yulmore seeking sanctuary. The alternative being to live in fear and die in pain. Seemed an easy choice. And sanctuary we found. As much food and drink as we could ever want. Secured at the cost of the surrounding villages. Little wonder the people gathered at our doorstep, begging to work among the bonded. The free were blind to it all, of course. Content to, as you say, wallow in indolence. In ignorance.
I love this character development that's happening right now, actually. It's so good.
Were I mayor, I would first take stock of the city's resources and see that they were assigned equitably. Our days of reckless consumption are behind us.
Good. Good.
The distinction between free and bonded died with Vorthry.
Claps!
The needs of rich and poor alike must be considered if our nation is to survive.
I was literally gonna be like, speech, but he's actually currently already doing a speech, so that would be silly.
To which end I would take steps to secure channels for supplies, rekindle relations with nearby settlements, who re-establish industry, reach out to neighboring nations, and the list goes on and on.
TB, stop this. Stop it. Get some help.
But I am no ruler, nor even a politician. I am an entrepreneur.
Oh my god, Peachy, not you too.
My expertise lie in planning and profit. I haven't the knowledge or experience to run a nation. Please, Rendon.
Betsky, no!
Will you not help me? Together, we could solve the city's problems.
Stop!
Build a Yulmore for the people.
I feel like Rendon's gonna say no. He's not gonna do your work for you.
A Yulmore for the people.
Doom, no! Yeah, that's the marriage ceremony thing, right, Peachy? Stop it, Redsky. I don't just want to just get married to anyone.
I like the sound of that.
Why am I against it? Because I don't want you guys to want me to marry. I will find someone myself and I will marry in due course. You want to just pretty go to a wedding? Look, I want to go to a wedding and be married too, okay? But you can't just force this on me, guys. You can't force it on me. No. Absolutely not. I mean, look, mood, but also no. You'll see them out. Oh, don't tell me that.
My counsel, I would be certain of your ability to perform the duties of office.
You would?
You ask me to help you solve Yulmore's problems, but first I would see you solve one on your own. Accomplish that, and you will prove both to me and the people that you are a man worth following.
I agree with this take. Stop smirking, dude. Gonna make the wedding glamour preparation. Peachy, you don't. I'm not getting married anytime soon, okay? I have no one to marry currently, and am not going to marry Retsky. Yeah, you have to be a Zervan native, but that's okay. Peachy has a Zervan character. So do you, Tibby. Hell, Doom has one now as well. Right then, is there a particular issue you would have me resolve? I can marry your potato. Oh my god. Guys, I don't know, okay? I don't know who I'm gonna marry. Sure, he lives in your house. So does Peachy's character. So does Tibby's as well, actually. I have 3 people living in my house, and we have a single bed in the basement. I don't like how I said that out loud. You've been married and not in a hurry to do it again. And that's totally fine. Same. Oh my god. Guys, you can't rush me into this, guys. Seem to have conducted an assessment of the problems Yulmore now faces. I assume you'll agree, therefore, the matter of dwindling food still is the most pressing. Yes, meal being neither a desirable nor less sustainable option, I assume alternative foodstuffs are now required to fill the void. The man who hungers is not like to contribute much to society, save violence perhaps. Tell me, how do you propose to solve this problem? Give me a satisfactory answer and I'll consider offering you my counsel. There are some options. There's trade. There's growing your own crops as a more permanent option, but we can't do that immediately, so we'll have to trade first. There's fishing nearby. Combination of measures seem to be in order. One to address the immediate issue of supply, and another that of production. See? Thinking the same way. Go on. For the present, Yulmore's coffers can be used to purchase food from our neighbors. Trade! This is the fullest time to address the underlying problem that affects us all, the long-standing neglect of agriculture. Trade and farming, guys, I'm so smart. I'm so smart, guys. Look at me go. I could be the mayor of a city. The villages that once served as sources of trade for foodstuffs must be repopulated, their means of production restored. This assumes, of course, we can rekindle relations with our neighbours, guarantee security and stability in the region, and most importantly, find people willing to leave the city and take up the rebuilding effort. Oh my, think of all that by yourself, did you? Hey, Brendan, it wasn't hard, okay? Well, yes, it began as a rather abstract plan I drafted some time ago after speaking with the peoples of Yulmore and the nearby settlements. You've impressed me. I have? Well, that is a relief. Oh, you haven't secured my support just yet, only my attention. Grand plans will not be enough to persuade the masses. If you would ask them to rebuild, you must provide them the means to do so. Fair point. And one of which I've given much thought. I propose the use of Talos to aid in the establishment and maintenance of these settlements. Their employment should drastically improve efficiency and ultimately increase production. Talos. The Daedalus Stoneworks closed their doors years ago. Without a ready supply of the necessary equipment, the people would starve before your plans could be put into effect. Well, as the heir to Daedalus Stoneworks, it just so happens that Talos are my field of expertise. And with a little help, I'm quite certain we can acquire what we could need in no time at all. Give me money. I'm not gonna ask him for food after he's literally talking about how Yulmore is starving. I'm gonna be like, cool, give me a pie as a reward. Like... Brendan is quite right. Building Talos from scratch would require time we simply do not have, which is why I propose to make use of the long-abandoned Talos, which wandered the wilds of Kalusha. Everyone's in shock at that, really? They'll need to be deactivated, of course, and if memory serves, the tool required to do so should be at top run. Come with me. I think what I'm actually going to do, guys, is I'm just going to quickly make my way down to here so I can get the rest experience. And I think I'm going to call it an early stream. Pigro's still making noise and moving about and stuff, and I kind of just want to make sure he's doing okay. So, yeah, I'm gonna head out and check on him and make sure things are good. Because I'm stressed for my baby. He's giving me so much anxiety this week, I swear. Which is why I've been a little off during streams. In case I had to mention it, it's because I'm worried about that piece of trash. I love him, I'm kidding. He's not a piece of trash. He's just a little guy, exactly. And he's my little guy. And I want the best for him. Because he's my guy. Okay, actually no, I'm not gonna exit the game. We're gonna stand here so you guys have a backdrop because I realized I don't have a be right back screen right now because my camera doesn't exist. Okay, let's see who's live to give a raid to. Thank you everybody so much for stopping by and for hanging out. I appreciate you all for being here. I won't be streaming tomorrow, by the way, because I'm going to my parents' place for dinner tomorrow. But I will tomorrow morning, before anything else, I will be checking to see if I can get that. I'm gonna buy that plot. I'm gonna put my name down on that plot for the FC house. I'm gonna do it. He's so worried he's being a mini pants in the street. Leave me alone, Peachy. TB, did I not tell you about that one plot? I probably told you about that one plot. Okay, I think... Who do we raid tonight, guys? Who do we raid tonight? Oh my god, we have options. You forgot it was tomorrow? Yeah, it's tomorrow. It's in like 5 hours or something. 4 hours and 40 minutes. No, you're fine, Peachy, you're fine. I think we say hi to... I don't know if we've raided this person before, but we can say hi to Stasi. Stasi's a new friend of mine that I made a couple of Twitch meetups a few months back, and she's been really nice, lovely person. She's playing Bramble the Mountain King right now. I know absolutely nothing about that. But you know what? We can go say hi to her anyway. So go give her your love and support and stuff. Go see what she's about. Another fellow Australian streamer. If I can remember the fudging raid command, because my brain is all over the place. I'll catch you guys not tomorrow, but on Thursday for more Final Fantasy. And yeah, we'll see where we go from there. Apart from that, have yourselves a fantastic time, and everyone. Thank you all for stopping by. I appreciate you and your existence. And I will catch you guys later. So take care, have fun, goodbye, don't die, or I will cry. Because I'm a crybaby. Okay, goodbye everyone. Appreciate you all. Go do things and stuff. I don't know what I'm saying, I'm sorry.